Hello and welcome to Never Seen It, a podcast where we watch movies that one or neither of us have ever seen. I'm Betsy, and with me is my husband Trent.
Hello.
That's you. Hi, Trent.
Hi, Betsy.
How you doing today?
I'm okay.
Yeah. So last time we noticed that we had some sound problems. One of our microphones apparently decided not to work, so apologies if it didn't sound so great. We're working on a single mic this time while we try to figure out our problems.
Yeah.
So thanks for rolling with us a little bit while we figure out this whole podcast thing and technology and making things work. But this week, we are moving on to movie number 4 of the Best Picture nominees. And tonight we're going to be watching Nomadland. Nomadland. So, Trent, what do you know about Nomadland?
So Nomadland to me is probably going to be one of the more interesting things because it, like geographically, it is going to be close to where we live.
It's partially filmed in the state of South Dakota.
Yeah, from what I understand, a lot of it is actually filmed in the state that we live in, South Dakota, and surrounding areas. Mm-hmm. To my knowledge, it is starring Frances McDormand.
Yep.
An actress that we both really like.
She's an American treasure.
Yes. A star of Fargo.
Married to a Coen brother.
Yes, of course. I don't think this is one of theirs, though.
No, this has nothing to do with them.
No. But yeah, Frances McDormand, to my knowledge, her character is somebody who decides, you know what, I'm going to live off the land, I'm going to travel around, I'm going to be off the grid, as it were. No idea the reason why, but...
Yeah, I think she loses her job, and it's just sort of a decision she makes as a result. She decides she's going to move around, stay here, stay there.
I wonder how many people in the past year have taken up this calling.
Well, and that's one thing I do know. I believe that the people around her are really people who live like this.
People in the movie?
People in the movie. They're not actors. They're actually people.
I know that they actually consulted with people who were living this life.
My understanding is that that's who's actually in it.
Okay. All right.
So I know that. I know that the director, is it Chloe Zhao?
Don't know.
I can't. I'll look it up later. But she won Best Director at the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
And I know she's up for an Oscar. So good chance she'll win there.
Ladies.
This one won Best Picture at the Golden Globes.
That's right.
So we'll see how it fares overall. I'm interested to see this one. I think it looks really interesting.
I'm interested to see it. If nothing else, it is a different kind of a movie. Mm-hmm. Like I remember what was the movie Wild with what's her name?
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese. That was a similar type of thing, but more, let's just call it upscale, and she was by herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do pick up that vibe, kind of that this will probably be a quieter film.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of landscape.
Less wild, because she was like very much wild in her personal life. And I think, what was it? She just went away to get away from it and
kind of sort of
not deal with her personal problems. This seems more like, you know what, I'm going to take some time, get away from everything. Possibly just live this life. Maybe she knew people who did it and she was inspired by them, but who knows? But yeah, I'm interested in just to see what how everybody is depicted.
Yeah.
And because, you know, our people, the people who live around us, are hardly, if ever, represented in major motion pictures.
It's true.
The most recent example that it is fantastically represented is the movie Nebraska.
Little did we know.
Yes, I love the movie Nebraska. If for nothing else, there's one scene, if you haven't seen Nebraska, go see it. There's one scene that is in this living room.
Yep.
Bunch of dudes.
Quintessential Midwest conversation.
Just like talking about, hey, you remember that old Buick you had? Yep.
What happened to that Buick? Oh, I sold it.
Broke down.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good car. Yeah, it was, till it broke down.
Yeah.
You know, it's shit like that I know. These are my people. And it rarely is that my people are represented in a film like this.
So we'll see if there's some of that in this movie.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and take a little break. We're going to watch Nomadland, and we will be right back. we're back.
We're back.
So Nomadland.
Nomadland. That was different.
I thought that was a beautiful movie.
Yeah, it was very, very nice. If there's a word to put in front of this, it is pleasant and nice. And
I had a little smile on my face.
Yeah.
Almost. I went literally the whole movie alternating between having this just like serene smile and crying. I was keeping track, and we have hit our first movie. There's always something, if not multiple movies, while we're watching Best Picture nominees every year, where I cry. And this one had me up to 3.
Okay, all right.
There were 3 moments in this movie that kind of got me
Happy
going.
cry.
A little mix.
Okay.
It was a nice movie.
Yeah.
It was really nice. So I'll go into some of the things that I really liked. So just kind of starting from the beginning, you know, that first title card, they basically just give you the summary of why she's here. Yeah. You know, the town of Empire, the industry shut down, so the town shut down.
Yep.
And then they got rid of the entire zip code. And I've never heard of such a thing. Like, I've heard of communities, you know, the whole community exists because of an industry. And when the industry dies, they die. You know, there's entire, like, abandoned mining towns in South Dakota. They were in one. That I'm sure is exactly what that was when she was there. In West Virginia, in like coal mining towns that have closed. But they're
and that entire what they described it. The homes there were owned by the company.
Yep.
That was company housing for employees.
Yeah.
Like, you got to live there and have your little life as long as you kept on working for that company. But when the company goes away, you can't live there anymore.
Right.
Because nobody's paying for it.
Is that something that's happening in North Dakota right now? Where they have all these oil fields. I know it's hard to find a place to live, but I don't know if the company's actually fronting the housing.
Usually not. Usually not, because there's such a demand for people to go up there. And like, there are right as of this moment, there is a big crunch for just housing in general, because there's a lot of people moving to smaller communities like ours, and to where she's talking about, or she's in the movie here. But yeah, it's kind of a sad movie at the same time.
A little bit. The reason she is doing what she's doing is because she kind of had no other choice. Like, she describes it many times. Like, I only stayed because my husband loved it there, and I loved the people there, and they all loved him. And it was just, you know, holding on to those memories. But, you know, there are many, many people. Like, you were watching the credits. Swanky was played by Swanky. That's a real person. Like I said earlier, they're real people who do this. And just that kind of a life, it's a special kind of a way to live.
It's very unique.
Like, just the stories you would have, the experiences, the people you would meet. Like, these were the most real people I've seen in a movie, probably.
So I didn't take any notes. I wanted to experience this movie totally raw, just seeing, just having it all come into me. And I think that helped a lot. The other 3 movies, I took a lot of notes. This one, I didn't think there was going to be a lot happening. Not a lot to really jot down in specifics. I would remember the things that I needed to say here. But the one thing that I would say about this is, this could have been a documentary. Yep. Easily.
That documentary probably exists too.
Yeah, right. So there are a couple few like what look like interviews with these people.
Yeah.
Where it's just straight camera shot on them. It could be like there's, you know, a director behind the camera asking these people, okay, well, tell me your story.
I don't even think that it could be. I think it is. I think that genuinely with those people, this is how they got there.
Right. And I think that's why this is more of a documentary than it is a movie. Because of those interviews and those people being genuine, telling their stories.
Well, and I had the thought in there, you know, Frances McDormand does not have a lot of lines in this movie. I feel like a lot of it is probably improvised. Like, she's literally just talking to these people, like talking to Swanky about rocks.
Yeah.
Like, Swanky loved rocks.
Yeah.
Or, these hippies with their dreadlocks selling their wares. You know, they're just people that they came across.
Yeah.
So she makes the comment in the movie about, I'm not homeless, I'm houseless.
Yep.
Because she's very much, doing this by choice. Mm-hmm. I watched just like a little short video, like a BuzzFeed thing or something, somebody in California living in her car. And it's because, Los Angeles is such an expensive city. She just made the choice to do it. And she's like, do you know how much money I save every year? Like, these people are not married to the idea of being tied down. They're married to the idea of experiencing life and living life. Mm-hmm. And that was seriously the first time I cried, when they're in the van and Swanky is talking about how she went to Alaska and she saw the swallows, their nesting grounds, and in Denver, like cranes like landing near her, and a family of moose. And I was just moved.
Right.
Like, it's just, this woman has had these experiences that I've never had.
Yeah. And it would affect you differently than it would somebody else. Mm-hmm. These people take in life much differently than a lot of other people. Mm-hmm. So they can get so much more out of these experiences than somebody like me, who I've lived in a quote-unquote city my entire life.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say that I can't enjoy being outside and experiencing the outdoors, and getting away.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still have the pull to go home. Yeah. And that home is an important thing to me. Now, if you can detach yourself from that, from a lot of your possessions, a lot of just material things, I mean, you still have your stuff.
Yeah.
You still have a life. You still have friends. Mm-hmm. You still have a job. You still have to make money in some fashion.
She works.
Yeah, she works. She has plenty of jobs.
Yeah, that was one of the things I found really interesting, is just knowing the cycle. Like, she knows where the work is and when the work is. They start at the Amazon factory, Amazon shipping center, excuse me.
During
at the
holiday season, because, hey, guess what? Amazon pays a whole lot of money during the holiday season.
For part-time people.
For temp work, holiday pay. They pay a whole lot of money for you to come in with the extra work that is needed. And then at the end of the holidays, it's not as busy, so get out of here.
Did they say where that one was?
No,
I don't think I caught that.
I don't think they said.
Yeah, so she knows where that is. She knows that there's the beet farming, the beet harvest in Nebraska.
And one other thing that they mentioned, that Amazon actually pays for they either have a special rate for that RV park, or they might just have the entire thing rented for those people who are working there. Because they probably just take advantage of the people who happen to be around.
They've tapped into this.
They've tapped in, and that's smart from Amazon's point of view. To get these people who are hard workers and they know what to do.
And seasonal workers in places like the Badlands. And Rapid City.
And Wall Drug. I had such a huge smile on my face. Okay, guys.
Wall Drug. We need to explain to the listeners, because I'm sure many of them are unfamiliar with the concept of Wall Drug.
Wall Drug is... Oh, man.
Wall Drug is the biggest tourist trap, I would say, in South Dakota.
It is probably one of the biggest tourist traps in the world.
Yes, there are signs. If you've been to Germany, there are places in Germany, all over Europe, where you'll say this many miles to Wall Drug.
Yeah. And
what is it? Free ice water.
Free ice water and 5-cent coffee. Or something to that effect.
Yep.
Wall Drug, the Commerce Center of Wall Drug have their advertising everywhere. If they could put a sign on the moon, they would do it. And I wouldn't put it past them to go to NASA or SpaceX or whoever's going to the moon these days to actually do such a thing.
Someone has a record of where every single one of those signs is.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I want to know.
I love Wall Drug so much. I screamed when they finally got to. Betsy can confirm this.
I can.
I screamed when they actually showed them. Immediately I knew where they were, because number one, they're wearing the Waldrug hats, the
Trent,
paper hats.
What is your favorite thing about Waldrug?
The donuts.
And what were they doing?
They're making donuts. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was so excited when I saw that. So they were in the back of the back kitchen. Basically, this is a restaurant.
Yep.
Where they're working, where all the tourists can come in. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It is the
restaurant in Waldrug. Everybody goes there.
When we were out there, it was like 8 years ago.
It's probably
or something.
8-9 years ago now.
But we stopped there and it was packed.
Yeah.
That place is always packed.
And when we talk about a tourist trap, this isn't just like, oh, here's some monuments. It's shopping. It's souvenirs.
Yep. It's tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes, exactly.
And cheesy photo opportunities.
Yeah. If you want to find a South Dakota license plate with your name on it, they're going to have it.
Yes, they have my name.
Yeah.
The name Betsy can be found on cups or something at Waldrug, and I never,
it is not a common thing.
find my name on stuff.
I don't think we found my name, did we?
I feel like we probably did.
Probably
I
somewhere.
guess we have to make another trip to
Waldrug.
Guess.
But yes, Waldrug is that kind of thing. It is almost to the Black Hills of South Dakota, where Mount Rushmore is, if you're not familiar. And speaking of that, so where Frances McDormand basically went up into the mountains, where she was like holding her arms out and being in the mountains amongst all the different pine trees in the big forest. Mm-hmm. There was a big spring where she got naked and was floating
down the water,
floating in the spring. That exists. I've been near there. She drove by a buffalo. Mm-hmm. I've been down that road before. Yep. So it was a real treat to see something I'm very familiar with. At the same time, the Badlands. The Badlands is a very, very unique attraction. Not a lot of stuff like that exists around the world, and just happens to be, 300 miles down the road from us.
Well, and that little stretch, the Badlands, Waldrug, and the Black Hills, are like an hour. It's an hour
they're
or two.
all within about 100 miles of each other, and it is all tourist stuff. Mm-hmm. Also, if you're familiar with the Sturgis motorcycle rally, Sturgis is on just maybe about an hour past all of that. So again, a lot of tourists coming in. It's one of the only things that our state has going for it, mm-hmm. is tourism. Especially
at that time of the year. She's working there in the summertime in this movie. And yeah, absolutely. Like the Badlands. I don't think about the Badlands as a campground, but yeah, there's plenty of places to camp.
Yeah, and because
it's a desert.
Yeah, we went through the Badlands when we visited the Black Hills mm-hmm. years and years ago.
The scenic loop.
All we did was drive through, and there was so much stuff that we didn't see. Mm-hmm. And there would have been, tours going around and telling you the history, just like
park rangers.
Park rangers telling you about the Badlands and whatever else. So that was a real treat to see depicted. And again, it's kind of a nothing thing. Mm-hmm. It's just depicting, okay, here's the places where they're working, and this is what they're experiencing. And
the places that she's working and the people she's around, it makes sense to me. The seasonal help, like she has literally at Waldrug, she's got a name tag on where it has her state on it. It says Fern, Nevada. So I never really paid attention, but now I want to go to Waldrug and just in the summertime see where people are coming from.
Yeah, I don't think I did notice that they had the states on there, but I didn't
on
really.
Hers it did.
Yeah, I didn't really get it. What that meant, but yeah, that makes sense.
Oh. They also went to the reptile gardens.
Yes.
That was the other place they went when she's covered in the snake and then the big crocodile. Okay, So the crocodile, that's the one we saw. We went to the reptile gardens the last time we were out there.
Yes.
And that's the one that Nicolas Cage talked about.
There is a plaque, a quote from the Nicolas Cage.
He was there when they filmed National Treasure 2 out in South Dakota.
Yep.
And he he said something to the effect of that crocodile that's featured in the movie is the most magnificent creature that he's ever seen.
Direct
like it's
quote, guys.
Quoted on the wall. It's so great. I recognize that crocodile immediately.
Yes. Oh.
I loved it.
We have
much.
some weird shit in this state, guys.
We do. It's all
And-
stuff that was built in the 60s when the
Yeah.
interstate was new.
Yeah.
So you're driving across South Dakota, you have to understand from where we are to the opposite side. That's 5 hours.
Yeah.
5 hours. And it is a long and flat and boring drive.
Half of it is flat.
Okay, the first half is very long and flat and boring.
Yes. But yes, so that's our little indulgence for this movie. Yeah, that made me really happy.
We have spent so much time talking about that part just because we know it. Like, so many people are going to watch this movie and they're like, what is this place?
Yeah, what is this? What
Like,
is this?
that
Just
was
terrible location. It's just a
barely-
restaurant. What's going on?
Barely scratching the surface. Meanwhile, you're like, I've eaten in that restaurant!
Yes. Where what's his name? Dave?
Is James? Dave? What?
The older dude.
Her friend?
Her friend.
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
So Dave's son comes in to meet him at the Wall Drug restaurant. He's sitting in that restaurant. I've been in that room, and I've had lunch there many times.
Many times?
Many times.
All right. So to change course a little bit, his son,
Okay.
James, I was looking into this because I was curious. That is David Strathern's actual son.
No shit.
Yeah.
No wonder they looked so
I
much
was
alike.
like, he really looks like him. Oh, well, that would be because it is his son.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Also, he, up until recently, was married to Grace Gummer. Does that name ring a bell?
It does not.
Grace Gummer was on Newsroom.
Okay.
She was the girl that Jim was dating in the later seasons.
Oh.
And her mom is Meryl Streep.
All right.
So, yeah, his mother-in-law is Meryl Streep. Sorry, that's just one of those fun little nuggets that I just looked into and I was like, oh, well,
All right,
there's
then.
that then.
All right then. Sure.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, that's his real son. Also, I didn't click, she calls him Dave. Oh yeah, his name is Dave. His name is David. David Strathern. That makes a whole lot of sense.
Hey, it makes it easier, guys.
It does. She's very close. Her name is Fern in the movie,
Yeah.
but she's Frances.
Yeah.
But I thought she did such a wonderful job in this. Frances McDormand is a tremendous, tremendous actress. I have seen her in movies like, what's it called? Burn After Reading
Yep.
and Fargo, where she's kind of out there and a little of maybe not
She's
so much.
a little weird.
Maybe not so much Fargo, but certainly in Burn After Reading, she's like over the top.
Yeah. And
she's weird. And here she was so subtle.
Yeah.
Like that was so like quiet and internal.
So the most recent Frances McDormand movie that we've seen is The Three Billboards Outside Ebbing,
Yeah.
Missouri.
And she's intense in that one.
And she is like herself to 11. It really seems like she's just playing herself at that point and just being snotty, being just combative,
Yep.
and just being I don't even know what to say. But she was very entertaining in that movie. At the same time, she was fantastic in that movie as well.
Yeah.
I know
She
there's a lot
won
of
the Academy Award.
Yes, I know there's a lot of people who don't really like that movie, but she was really good in that movie.
Yep.
For sure. So that was the last thing I saw her in. I haven't seen her in. Basically, I've seen everything that you just mentioned.
Yep.
And it was a very subtle, subdued
Yeah.
acting performance here. And I'll tell you this: there's nothing about Frances McDormand, as she would probably fully admit this. There's nothing about her that is glamorous.
No.
And I think her not being that and never being that, be comfortable with herself and who she is, even personally, allowed her to be her most down-to-earth self that could really represent the feelings and opinions of these nomads.
She's believable in this role. There's some actors that couldn't do this. They're too Hollywood.
No.
They're too like pretty. They're too I don't know.
Do you want to be
too
filmed?
much.
Do you want to be filmed shitting into a bucket?
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
First scene in the movie, she's peeing in a field.
Yeah.
Standing up.
Yeah.
You're
not going to see a whole lot of Hollywood actresses, even actors, do that unless it's for comedic purposes.
Yeah.
But this is completely played off as real and serious, and this is what you do, guys.
Yeah.
This is not a glamorous thing. It's not like hitting the open road and oh shucks, we're gonna have an adventure.
They have a whole scene where they're having like a meetup of people who do this, like a living in your van 101.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to change a tire, and you need to learn how to carry around a big bucket for you to poop in.
and true to form.
Yeah.
There are many Facebook groups and like YouTube channels that they refer to and talk about in the movie. That is probably very true to life.
That's an interesting thing that they actually touched on. Like, for people who kind of live this disconnected life, that they do stay connected through Facebook. And the internet.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that they're devoid of technology.
Sure.
They do connect with people.
Yeah.
But they're just not tied down. Like, I kind of said something while we were watching the movie. Her van breaks down and she needs money. So who does she call? She calls her sister. And her sister says, okay, I'll give you the money, but you have to come get it in person. She says, well, can't you just wire it to me? No, you will come see me because it's the only time I will see you for who knows how long.
Yeah.
And she has that whole scene where she's like, you weren't around, and that really, really sucks.
Yeah, she said it left a hole, and like they grew up together, they're sisters. But when she left, it left a hole, and Fern said, you know what? Yeah, that's on me.
Yep.
I have to live with that.
Yep.
I have to live with the fact that I don't know if it's a disappointment or just being absent is something that she has to live with.
Yeah.
And I think she genuinely feels bad that she is leaving people behind and letting people down. And she's a genuinely likable person. Like
she's an intelligent person.
Everybody that she comes across and meets throughout her travels, they all say, "Hey, Fern." They wave at her as she's walking by, and she's a genuinely likable person. You know, a lot of people are missing out on her.
Yeah.
But she withdraws. She's always one of the last people to leave camp.
Yeah, she was.
There's a lot of people who travel together from place to place. She doesn't go. She's a caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a loner. And near the end of the movie, she's basically invited to stay at Dave's family's house, in their guest house, free.
Yeah.
You don't have to go anywhere. Just stay.
We like you being around.
We want you here. We like you. And the gal said on the porch, he really talks about you a lot and really likes you. And I don't think it's any kind of romantic thing. No.
Maybe a little, but like it's kind of hard. Like you get that vibe a little bit in the movie, but
yeah,
I think mostly it's just
to be expected.
That kinship of understanding each other.
Right. And he's amongst his family who don't know what he's been doing. He's been absent from them, but he's there. And I think the family is appreciative that he is there and they can forgive his absence from before.
Yeah.
Because they got a new baby. They want him there for the baby to be a grandfather.
And it's the juxtaposition of those two scenes. So he's got this family who's like, hey, come on in, you're welcome. We love you. Come stay with us, live with us. You can stay longer. You can live in our house. And meanwhile, when she was with her sister, her own sister, her husband makes some comment about how she just sort of like flaked out.
Well, he's a realtor.
Well, not even that. Like, he just says, oh, you just kind of dropped everything and just like went off. And she's like, oh, is that what I did?
Yeah.
Like it was her choice to be, completely disenfranchised from her own community.
It was very much an insensitive comment. I don't think it was meant to be.
No, and he apologized.
Totally. And
But they don't get it.
No.
They don't get it.
And I think she not only has to like defend her lifestyle to her own family, she probably continues to defend it to herself.
Yeah.
Because she's got I don't really know the relationship at the beginning of the movie where she's in the hardware, the sporting goods store, and she sees somebody with her daughters come by.
I think the implication there is that they were people who lived in the community.
Okay.
Like, that's kind of the suggestion.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't really get the connection there.
She was near Empire at the beginning because she went to her storage locker.
Yeah.
So she was in that area.
Okay.
So I think it was probably somebody who she knew from that area.
Who maybe moved on and got another job somewhere
else. They got a
else.
house. They relocated.
Yeah.
But they know who she is, which is why they're like, you can come stay with us. How many times in the movie?
Yeah.
Come see me. Come stay with me.
Yeah.
And she keeps saying, no, I'm fine. I'm okay.
I don't
Strangers.
I don't need your help.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gal at the
gas station.
The gas station truck stop saying, hey, it's going to get really cold here tonight.
I don't want to overstep.
I don't want to tell you how you live your life or how to do what you're doing, but there's a church down the street. They got an empty bed. Go in and get warm and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And she's like, I am fine. Don't stop fussing over me. This is my choice. One more thing I wanted to say, going to the whole documentary thing and these people being genuine. I think this movie could have depicted this in a completely different way. They could have played it up, but they didn't. They had the utmost respect and even admiration for the people who choose this life.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, it is a choice. There are some people in the group that rail against, the capitalism. They rail against,
the money, man kind of a thing.
Moneyed interests in corporate America and things like that. There are people who actively are against that kind of a thing.
Real estate.
Some people, you know what? Like that last guy that they interviewed, he lost his son.
That was cry number 2.
Yeah. He lost his son at a relatively young age when he was like 28. It's been 5 years since then, and he still can't even talk about it.
Yeah.
And there comes a point where maybe you're just lost.
Well,
you're lost without that connection, that other life.
That's kind of what they were driving at. Like when you heard the stories of how they got here, they all had some really kind of terrible things happen in their lives, like family members dying these, long, painful deaths, and
a lot of disease.
And like Swanky, the woman, she finds out she had lung cancer, and now it's carcinoma. It's spread to her brain.
Yeah.
And she knows her days are numbered. Yeah. And she's like, no, I ain't going to the hospital. No, I'm done with hospitals.
I'm not going to spend any more time in a room.
Yep.
I'm going to live my life how I want to live it, how I have been living it, and have more experiences, because that's why we're doing this.
I like watching this. I got it. Like, I understood it.
Totally.
Could I do it? I don't know. I don't know, but it makes me want to.
Yeah.
Like, just living day by day, working when you have to work, and living when you want to live.
Earning the money enough to get by.
Yeah.
Buy provisions, and the things that you really can't afford sometimes are the big expenses. Yeah. Like her van broke down. She needed $2,300, and that's not something you're going to just have lying around if you're living in a van only working part-time.
Yeah.
So.
And sometimes you're not working at all.
Yeah. Because you can't. There's just nothing around.
And she's just eating soup in the back of her van. Yeah. And there was that scene where she's eating fried chicken, and I just thought, what a treat.
Yeah.
Like, that's a treat. Like, she's going to splurge on a piece of fried chicken. It's something that, neither of us will likely ever experience.
Yeah.
But I respect the hell out of people who have the clarity of knowing their own selves, knowing their own minds, to know, I can do this. I want to do this.
And knowing what they can do without. What they can live without, what they can go without experiencing on a daily basis, or just the creature comforts of a home life.
Yeah.
A toilet.
Yeah.
A shower. Things like that.
And just stuff. Like, Swanky literally says, here's a big pile of stuff. I put a thing on Facebook. I hope they come and take it.
Right.
That was, my grandma gave me that.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it.
Treat it well.
Treat it well.
Yeah.
And then later in the movie, she clears out her storage locker and she's like, I'm not going to miss a thing.
Yeah.
She just cleanses the palette. She's like,
Yeah.
nope.
Here, take it.
It's just stuff.
Yeah.
It's just stuff.
And she was clinging to it since her husband died, and maybe hanging on to the idea that she might go back. She might try to go back, have the same life as she had, get a job, move away, do the things that quote unquote normal people do, and she's just not that person. And it was depicted at the end. She went back to her old house that she shared with her husband, and she walked around, and it's empty and it's disheveled, and you know what? This is the thing that she appreciated was out the back door. It was a barren field of nothing, of desert, and the mountains in the background. It's beautiful.
And that was the thing she appreciated the most about it, and that's what she gets to experience every day.
Yeah.
It's great. I want to talk about like the texture of this movie, the way this movie is shot, the way this movie sounds. So it's like almost all natural light.
Yeah.
Like almost the entire movie.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to see sometimes because it's dark and they really used that to great effect. Like it's so like what do you call it? It's warm. It's serene. It's calm, like so many sunrises and sunsets and beautiful
a lot of shots of the sky,
blue skies and pink skies, and just open. And I can understand why Chloe Zhao got nominated for directing and has a very good chance of winning, because that was just beautifully done. Yeah. So beautiful. Yeah. And also the music.
Very little.
So this was one thing I kind of picked up on. So at the beginning, I was thinking there's been no music for a long chunk.
I noticed the first time that it did come in during one of her trips, and it's the entire movie is just piano music.
Here, this is where it gets good. What? So it started as piano, and I wrote down, it's so sad. Yeah. Like it was moving me.
It's like very melancholy.
Yes, that was the word I wrote down, was melancholy. Yeah. But later in the movie, as she started making more attachments, they brought in the strings, and it kind of grew the music. It what is the word I'm looking for? It enhanced it, so it was marrying the two things. So it was a lot of strings and piano.
So I didn't notice that. I noticed the piano, but I didn't notice that.
It got a lot more,
just full.
Full, thank you. And then at the end, it went right back to the piano.
Yeah, it went back to the piano. The simpleness of it.
And that was crying number 3. Like, genuinely, I thought at the beginning of the movie, the first time the piano came in, I was like, this is so beautiful. Yeah. It's so melancholy. It makes me want to cry. And then at the end of the movie, after witnessing the whole thing, experiencing the whole movie, I kind of was crying.
I mean, and you could take that metaphor as at the beginning, she doesn't really have anything. She's doing this life. It's fairly new to her. Like this is within a year of her starting this. As it goes on, she's like meeting a bunch of people and like getting in with some friends and meeting this guy Dave. Dave's family invited them to live with them, and her life is filling up.
Yep.
But in the end, she gets rid of the filler.
She gets rid of all the stuff.
She gets rid of all
She
the stuff.
leaves that.
She wants her simple life.
Yeah.
She wants her simple music.
Yeah.
You know, take that as whatever you want, but that's...
And then just driving off into the mountains alone. Again, no cars, no buildings. It's just her in her van driving. Oh. I just thought it was beautiful. I thought it was so good.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get the nominations here. So first of all, Frances McDormand has been nominated for an Academy Award 6 times. 6. Oh, national treasure. Frances McDormand.
Yes.
There's one in here. Hang on, did I actually see? Yes, she was nominated. This is one I want to watch because I know you haven't seen it.
Never seen it. Never seen it. The podcast, guys.
Almost Famous. She was nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
I've never seen
it. And I know. I know. But I love her in that movie. I love her so much. But she won for Fargo and she won for 3 Billboards. So it also said, this was interesting too. See, I live on IMDb, guys. If I don't know somebody's name or I'm just curious to know more about them, I live on IMDb. I'm very sorry. She is also nominated for Best Picture because she's a producer on this movie.
Yep.
She is the first actress nominated for acting and producing for the same film. So
All right.
Go figure.
She's the female George Clooney, guys.
There you go. And she's been in movies with George Clooney. Okay, Nomadland is up for Best Picture, Best Actress in a Lead Role, Best Achievement in Directing, Best Adapted Screenplay. It was based on a book.
Okay.
You had asked that. Best Achievement in Film Editing and Best Achievement in Cinematography. So I think this has...
Cinematography should be a lock.
Oh, I think this has a very strong chance for winning for cinematography.
I wouldn't say editing. Directing, I think, would be up there for sure.
I think directing and cinematography, if not taking the big prize. I know this one has been gaining some momentum as far as Best Picture. It won at the Golden Globes. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
So we're about we are halfway through now. Mm-hmm. I think this is going to be a one that is going to have to sit with me for a while.
Yeah.
Just to see how I feel about it tomorrow and in the coming weeks. But I really liked it for what it was. You know, a lot of movies you're going to watch that are trying to be more than what they should be. And this is one of those that, you know what, just let it be. Just let it be what it is. It doesn't have to be flashy. You don't have to have big acting.
No.
Or a lot of emotion. There was barely any of that in this movie. And I appreciate that.
It was delicately done.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it later, but right now, that's up there. That's up there for me.
Yeah, I really like this one, like, a lot. And for completely different reasons than the last movie. Like, where Promising Young Woman is like punch, punch, punch.
Yeah.
This one is like just breeze.
Yeah.
Light. Airy. So that's Nomadland.
That's Nomadland number 4 of 8. We're halfway there of our 2021 Oscar series. Mm-hmm. Not sure what we're gonna do next. We'll see what actually comes to town, because as of now, there's one movie that may not be available for a while. We got a couple more movies that are, I think, available only for like $20 rentals, and one more on Netflix, so we might be doing that one next, guys.
We'll see.
Yeah, so...
what comes next, it'll be a surprise. Yeah. But Trent, tell the people, how can they find us?
Oh, well, you people out there can contact us in a number of different ways.
On the Twitters.
If
you're into the Twitters.
You know, some days I'm kind of into it, some days I'm not.
Some days you're really into it.
Yeah. So, anyway, Twitter page at neverseenit_pod. Neverseenit_pod. Or you can just email us at neverseenitpod@gmail.com. Give us some suggestions for movies that you might want to see.
Might want us to see.
Right. Give us your feedback if you think we're a bunch of dummies who don't know what we're talking about.
Couple of rambling fools. If you have corrections.
Betsy?
Yes.
We've got nothing wrong.
We
would never need corrections on this podcast.
We are infallible when it comes to
opinions
about
movies.
We have on movies.
Our opinions are rock solid.
Fact.
But yes, if you want to contact us to give us some feedback, you want to tell us we're stinky and don't know what we're talking about, do that too.
Or tell us you love us and shower us with praises. We like that.
No.
Except we're quiet Midwesterners. We'll probably be like, oh gosh, please don't.
I don't do compliments well, guys. All right. That'll do it.
We'll see you next time.
On Never Seen It.
Bye.
Bye-bye.